Okay, I wanted to do a couple questions on like how are we changing? And yeah, there's roosters and zipline people. I'll show you the um but yeah, I wanted to ask like how are we changing? How are we improving? Like how have we leveled up? I think we've leveled up because we've stopped sinking into darkness in the past. I mean, I don't even like sometimes using darkness and light because I think people have such a weird connotation with like polarity or binary type thinking, good, bad, black, white kind of thinking. But I know that the dark is when we go into the subconscious. It is when we can, sink into sadness and emotion. It can be a lot of things. But I think that how we've changed and how we're growing is that we're not sinking into that darkness. I think RuPaul says, like, you can look into the darkness, but don't stare too long. And I think we've stopped staring into it. I think that we've really learned from the past and we don't have to keep looking back the same way. And I was getting this message of like forgiveness and just seeing how far we've come and giving ourselves credit for that. But yeah, I think that we're clearing out. But I think that we've learned what we've needed to learn from the past. And we've sunk and we've been in the dark and we've sat there and we've gone through it. And now I think that we're so much wiser. We're so much stronger. We're so much more knowledgeable in how to deal with our pain and our emotions. And that has set up a legacy for ourselves because we can't go back from that. We can't, after you've learned, after you've dealt with, after you've processed, after you've sat with those feelings, they pass, they move on. We learn our lessons and we can't go to those same places the same. And now we have new love to give, new wisdom, new emotion, new fulfillment to give because we've done that internal work. We think a lot of times sometimes that filling our own cup is always just like a bubble bath and happy things, but filling our own cup, well, sometimes it can be like dumping out the old cup and then slowly, rebuilding. And I think we've done that. I think that now we have, this strength and this armor. Maybe this is new boundaries. But we're still open and we're still giving and we still have our heart. And this intelligence from the burdens that we've carried is no joke. It's like spiritual, like it would go on your spiritual resume that you've leveled up, if you learned a language or that you've passed a test or something. And that darkness has taught us. And a lot of times we can think like if we go into the dark that's like a failure, or if we are going into this sadness or things were not working out, or like whether it's like you didn't have a job or you were really depressed or a relationship didn't work out, we can think of those things as failures. But it's not. We've learned, we've grown, we are so much more wise now. We're leveling up, and that's not because we have to keep putting in more effort. That's just the natural cause from us learning and dealing with hardship and going within and looking, or just dealing with the gunk. And now that gunk is dealt with, and we're freer. And once you become freer, it's like there's certain changes. It's almost like it's like a DNA lesson that it's like you can't go back to that. You can't go back to your old self. You're different. You're past it. You've grown. Yeah. We've grown because we went dark. And we still have love, and we still have our heart. And no matter what bullshit you went through, the fact that you're here still watching, your heart is still in it. Your heart is still here. Your emotions are still here. Your sensitivity is still here. And that is one of the most beautiful accomplishments you could ever do, is to face your demons, face your darkness, go through all that hardship, and come out, with better boundaries. You're still protecting yourself. You're still smart. You're still wise. You still have that sword. But look, she's at peace. That dove is still on her shoulder. She still has her weapon, but that dove is still on her shoulder. And you still believe in peace. And the fact that you still believe in hope, and you still believe in kindness, and you still believe in giving people love, that's the true level up. And spiritually, you have set up a legacy for yourself, because it has to do with freedom and kindness and heart, and that will pay off. You can believe in that. And sometimes it's hard to see our heart externally, but I know we're going to. And the more we're opening up and believing in this, and believing in the strength of emotion and heart, the strength of kindness, the strength of healing, the more you're going to see it around you. You're going to see the level up. You're going to see the money. You're going to see the new relationships. You're going to see the new opportunities. So bravo. Keep the boundaries, keep the peace, and keep giving love to yourself and others, because it's working. You've done it. You've changed. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in heart more than anything in this whole world. That's why it's Kellen Love, because I believe love is the light and the darkness. It is everything. It is the power. It is life. And it's the strongest force. It is the force of life. And even though we're in darkness, and sometimes it feels so unfair, or like we can't see the light, or we can't see this stuff, we got to keep believing. And I feel like you do. You keep believing. You keep having hope. But bravo to our intelligence, bravo to the wisdom and experience that we've learned, the boundaries, the power, taking back your power, or going within and just learning those really hard lessons that you had to leave people or jobs or friends or whatever. But bravo for making the hard decisions, for getting out of things that were not aligned with you, because now you're leveling up. Now you're getting aligned with your heart, with what's truly natural and abundant, and will give you legacy, will give you peace for the rest of your life because of the lessons that you've learned now. I love you so much. I hope this was a cup of love to you. And I'm just so proud of how you've grown. I love you. How we've grown. I love you.